Hey guys, I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but that isn't important. What is important is the brand new scripted Bloxburg real cars. So to start off with, we got the Kick scooter. If you ever had a childhood, you would remember this scooter. Yup, it's the Razor Kick scooter, a very original name. Then we got the absolute banger, the Easy Wheels training bike. Now many bikes look like this, but I have to give a real life counterpart. The IRL version of this absolute beast is the Rugged Racer's 12-inch kids bike with removable training wheels. Absolute banger. Anyways, next we got the Snow scooter, which is only sold in the winter. There are many versions of this IRL, and I won't name them all. Here are some pictures instead. Next is the Exo Speed mountain bike. Now same thing with the Snow scooter, there are way too many bikes. Here are some more pictures instead. Next we got the BloxMX Bike, which is just a BMX bike. By the way, fun fact, BMX means bike motocross. Then the Exo Extreme mountain bike, which is literally just a bigger Exo Speed bike, so I will just show the same pictures. Then we have the Little Wheels off-road crawler, which is based on the Jeep Wrangler electric toy car. Super cool. Then the amazingly named Moped, which is based off of literally any Vespa. Then we got the Turf Trooper Ride-On lawnmower, which is the absolute beast John Deere lawnmower. Yes, it doesn't look the exact same, but close enough. Then we got the Little Wheels Cruisin' Convertible, which is based off of a BMW Z4 electric toy car. After that banger of a car, we got a banger motorcycle from Little Wheels, which is based off of the Earl sidecar motorcycle, but I didn't find a toy variant of that sidecar. Then we got the Roat 500, which by the way is not a Fiat 500. It is a Fiat 126P. Trust me. Then we got the Bloxai Voyage. The Bloxai Voyage is a Dodge Neon. Some people say it's a Hyundai Ascent, but I personally, with my absolute big brain, would have to disagree. Then the Roto Minivan, which somehow has one less seat than the Noobus Limousine, is a Chrysler Town and Country. I'd like to imagine it as a Dodge Caravan because my dad drives one, but my imagination cannot be real, so we'll have to stay as a Chrysler Town and Country. Sad emoji. Then we got the golf cart, which doesn't give us much with its absolutely original name. I did some digging and it's a combination of the 2008 Ingersoll Rand club car and the Yamaha golf cart. I think it looks more like the Yamaha golf cart than the Ingersoll blah blah blah. Oh, just a reminder that Yamaha makes instruments, not golf carts. Then we got the somehow speedy RB Breeze Hardtop. Is the first gen Volkswagen Beetle. Fun fact, Adolf Hitler approved the design of this car for his master Aryan race to use, but since he killed himself, anyone can use it. Then we got another winter-only vehicle, the SnowTek Snowmobile, which is based off of the 1x16 Blue Polaris, but I still think it doesn't really look like that because of the awful job Bloxburg did on these models, because they look nothing like snowmobiles. Next is the bigger brother to the SnowTek Snowmobile, the SnowTek Longtrack Snowmobile. With my advanced observation, I came to the conclusion that it is the Arctic Cat Pantera, but like I said, Bloxburg sucks at making snowmobiles. Next is the Bloxavor 4x4, which is just a bigger Little Wheels off-roader. The Bloxavor 4x4 is based off of the Jeep Wrangler. Any Jeep Wrangler because they all look the same. Oh, and if you think the Bloxavor is a G-Wagon, don't talk to me. Then is the absurdly expensive Board Summit XL, which is literally the same as the Roto Minivan, but it is higher and more expensive. The Board Summit literally gives you such a big hint in its name. Board. What does board rhyme with? Ford. Exactly, bang, I just figured it out without anyone's help. Just my brain power and absurdly high IQ. So anyways, this is based off of the Ford Expedition. Now first glance, you might say, hey, that's a Cadillac Escalade, or that's a Chevrolet Suburban, or that's a GMC Yukon. You are wrong, because all those companies are under General Motors' wrath. And guess what? Ford isn't in General Motors. And also Board and Ford sound the same, and so does Summit and Expedition, I guess. Argument over, Board Summit is the Ford Expedition. Also, side note, Ford should have called their new Ford Expedition the Ford Flex, because in 2008 they made a minivan that looks exactly the same as the Ford Expedition. Anyways, next is the Noobus Superior, which is extremely confusing. So you see the pop-up noob at the front? Yeah, that's the logo. Rolls-Royce does the same thing, but it doesn't look like any Rolls-Royce ever manufactured. Then you look at the Chrysler 300C, and then you realize that the front and back look like the 300C. but the logo and price makes it Rolls-Royce territory. So I'm just confused. No 300C I have ever seen costs like 200 grand, but Rolls-Royces do. I will just say it's a combo, but it's mostly 300C. But what's even more confusing is that I said that the Roto Minivan is a Chrysler, and so is the Noobus Superior. But Roto and Noobus aren't the same thing. But when we change the Roto Minivan to a Dodge Caravan, then the Bloxai Voyage gets caught in the crossfire, because I said it's a Dodge Neon. Roto and Bloxai don't sound the same, so I will keep them as they were before. But then we run into the same issue. I think Coeptus and Froggy Hops messed up. Anyways, on that bombshell, we go to the RB Beach Buggy. Now, if you have an above average brain, you will remember that I said the name RB Breeze Hardtop. Now, since both vehicles weren't made by the same dev, Breeze Hardtop made by Froggy Hops and RB Beach Buggy made by Coeptus. Anyways, I searched up Volkswagen Beach Buggy, and guess what? Volkswagen makes beach buggies, and they look the exact same. Oh, and also James May owns one. Before I get into the vehicles that cost Bloxbucks, it would be so nice of you to interact with the video in any way just to give it traction in the YouTube algorithm. Next is the skateboard. I'm not a skater guy, so the first skateboard I see is going to represent this vehicle. Okay, the deluxe double kick skateboard is the icon for the skateboard now. Then the classic motorcycle is literally any Harley Davidson. Then the Madmud QuadBike, which, by the way, isn't a bike. Kinda looks like the Tesla Cybertruck ATV that sits in the back because of how blocky the model is. But the Cybertruck ATV wasn't released when Bloxburg added this the Madmud. So I did more digging and came up with the result that the Yamaha Kodiak 700 EPS ATV. By the way, did I mention that Yamaha makes instruments? Oh, and also, I did say that the golf cart is also made by Yamaha. But if you look at the names of the vehicles in Bloxburg, you will see that the names isn't the same. Oh, and once again, Coeptus made the Madmud and Froggy Hops made the golf cart. I feel like they don't communicate when they're making vehicles. Anyways, next we got the 1'4" Quickshift Go Cart, which is probably the slowest car in the game. Don't quote me. Is the ECD 1-seater Go Kart 24 feet. I mean, that is a striking resemblance. Then the Bloxter DLX2. By the way, there isn't a DLX1. Is the Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R, which looks pretty cool if I do have to say so myself. Then the Steelthunder sidekick motorcycle, which is based off of the Earl sidecar motorcycle, which is interesting, I guess. Then the Board Bullet, which shares the same name as the Board Summit XL. And guess what? The Board Summit XL is a Ford. I saw somewhere that someone said that it's a Camaro. Like, how clueless do you have to be? That's clearly a 60s Mustang. I wish they made the fastback version instead, but wishes aren't real, so whatever. Then we got the absolutely cool RB Breeze Convertible. They should have called it soft top, but whatever. Now, when I got to the stage of the car list, I got worried. I thought that Volkswagen never made a soft top variant of their famous first gen Volkswagen Beetle, but apparently not. I have to say, Froggy Hops nailed the car. Next is the Bloxus TS, which in my opinion looks like a 2004 BMW Z4. I remember in my old outdated video that I said it was a BMW convertible that I forgot the name of. This is the BMW I was thinking of that I forgot. Some say it looks like a Miata, but they couldn't be more wrong. The 2004 BMW Z4 has the most minimalist metal slab style that I don't know why Chris Bangle didn't apply to the rest of the BMW lineup. I mean, look at the rest of the BMW lineup and you will understand what I mean. Finally, we got the ugly-eyed Noobus Limousine. It's just a stretched Chrysler 300C, and I was surprised to find out that their 300C has a limousine variant. Anyways, that's the end of the car list, but before I end the video, comment if you want me to do another Bloxburg episode showing what I've done. Anyways, my opinion is best, and have a good day.